don't want him in this
Why
house.
are you doing this? I can't take this anymore. I can't take it grinning everything. I can't take it.
I do not care if you can't.
It's your fault.
Let's get him out of here.
He is your son.
That's the whole point. Hello. Oh shit! Fuck!
Are you okay?
Funny bone.
Funny what?
Bone here.
Fucking liar.
No reds.
Wait.
Oh, mind the car.
Good morning. Could I please speak to Mrs. Mary Gale, my mother? She's in Beaumont Ward. Thank you so much.
It's absolutely ridiculous. You were shitting yourself, and he was coming towards you. It's Kelly.
You're a skank, 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 you're a skank.
Just fuck off, wanker!
Ooh. Oi, Kelly, you been down the STD clinic lately? Oh, you've been eating some really bad meat. Pikey meat. Oh, Miss Newman! Miss Newman! How are you this morning, miss?
I'm fine, thanks, Joel. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, miss. I had a dream about you last night, miss. Oh, what's the matter? Do you not want to know what happened?
You're bad, man. You're nasty.
Whiteley! There's broken glass in the car park. It was you, wasn't it?
Why have you got to victimise me, sir? No, you haven't got a shred of evidence.
I have several witnesses, actually.
Who?
I don't need to tell you that.
Yes, you do, sir.
Come on, you're coming with me.
You want to get me alone, do you, sir?
Now!
Let's go on. Come on, no. Yeah, Joel. Oh, unlucky, mate. Oh. Ed. Got it. Oh. Oh, unlucky, mate.
Red. Oh, mate.
Oh.
Where's your kit, Tyndall?
I'm ill, aren't I?
You don't look that ill to me.
I fucking am, aren't I?
Mind your language, Tyndall.
Well, stop harassing me then, I'm ill.
Fine! Whiteley! Fine! Put him down! Whiteley! Fine! Give me that ball! Whiteley! If you want this back, you've got to stop mucking around. Stop mucking around. Put him down now. Put him down. Put him down. Fine, put him down. Put him down.
You're such a horrible boyfriend. When did you get so tall? Like 2 years ago you were a midget.
When 8 countries in the EU lifted work restrictions on those from Eastern Europe seeking work overseas, there were fears our health and benefit system would be flooded and exploited by thousands. Have these fears turned into reality? Isabel Marley reports. At the airport this morning, some expect a surge of travellers from countries such as Romania and
What do you think, Finn, about all the nasty foreigners?
They should go home.
Really?
Yeah.
And what about your dad in Tenerife?
Well, he's working, isn't he?
He's a foreigner.
You can't be a foreigner if you're English.
Is that right?
Get off. Get off.
Hello, lover of my life, mother of some of my children.
You don't have to get that thin.
So how many students from the new European Union countries may be seeking to study over here?
Where do you want to go? Peru? I want to go there. And there. Where else do you want to go? China. And I want to go there. Tonga? Right, bedtime. It's just the foxes. What are they doing? Fighting. Maybe they're married. Come on then. Okay.
Have you seen my cigarettes? Jake took them.
On the one hand, you have Dickens, with his faith in the people, believing them to be oppressed by an unequal and exploitative society.
Jesus, sir, what you been eating lately? Don't smell so good. Yeah, I can smell it from here, sir.
Sit back down, Pine.
I'm gonna put my gum in a bin, aren't I?
Condemning both an education and a society in which the working man and child have no outlet for their imagination, for their creative, expressive self.
Twat!
On the other hand, you have Golding. What do you learn about people from this book?
Oh, you cunt.
Get off the chair, Whiteley!
It wasn't me. I didn't do nothing.
You should just shave it off now, sir. It's half gone already.
Because I'm crazy! Do you need some Valium or something, sir? I could probably get you something. Something that'll make this all much easier. What? What the fuck are you looking at? What?
Base, savage and cruel. Golding presents human nature at its very heart as base, savage and cruel. Right. If any of you are actually interested in passing this exam, I suggest we try to read out loud. Open your books, page 55.
I found them in the airing cupboard.
Marlboro 20, please, mate.
Red one, light one, sir.
Red one.
880, please. Hey! Hey! He's with you.
No, I'm not with him.
I told you he's coming together.
I'm not fucking with him, all right?
Guys, you're coming together, innit? Hey! Come here!
What are you looking at? Well, go on. Piss off. What was that? What did you just do? Fucking nerve. Still, it's a nice evening though, isn't it?
Yeah, nice evening in this fucking shithole.
Why don't you leave, bruv?
I'm going to.
You find out where your dad went?
Canaries. Got a building job.
The fuck are you doing here then?
I haven't got the airfare, have I?
He wouldn't have you if you did. Your dad's a cunt.
Yeah.
You know Don Richards?
What about him?
He went to live with his sister in London. Went up there last month.
Yeah, sell drugs outside Harrods.
Yeah. Well, his sister was down here the other day. He never turned up. They don't know where he is.
Probably sniffing glue on like Paddington Station.
With a note round his neck saying, please look after this smackhead.
What?
You know, like Paddington Bear.
The fuck do I know about Paddington fucking Bear? Is that what Mia reads you at bedtime or something?
Fuck off.
I'm going to sign up.
What?
Join the army. I'm 16 in a month. Gonna join. Germany. My cousin's posted in Germany. Tall, blonde fitties everywhere. Beer, schnitzels, and strudels on tap.
Schnitzels.
It's a bit rude.
At least I've got a plan. Unlike you two losers.
I've got a plan.
To do what?
Have as much sex as possible. And die young.
Same as Eddie's if you leave out the sex.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I tell you what. Night before you join up, we'll have to ketamine some girl, get you laid.
Yeah, fine. As long as I don't have to take the ketamine and end up like you, co-jello every 2 minutes, or pissing jelly.
Who needs their bladder anyway?
Yeah, my bladder's fine, man.
Nothing a transplant won't fix.
Shame they don't do brain transplants, innit, bruv? They do cock transplants, though. You'd be alright.
Why? You've been looking, have you?
It was on this programme. But they have to cut it off first. They completely sever it.
Shit, man.
They put your cock on ice while they cut out a little piece of your ass. They stuff it up your cock, stretch the skin over it, and then reattach it.
You're so full of shit.
Yeah, I am actually. Oh, I'll go for a crap.
That's weird.
You know, my dad used to say he didn't think he was his son. He didn't look like mum, didn't look like dad. He didn't know where he came from.
Jake, you're drunk.
I've never stopped you before.
I'm tired. I don't want to.
Stop being so fucking uptight.
I know you're awake.
Only because you woke me up.
Then you should have gone to bed.
I'm sorry. A woman brings rabies to England. Come here, kiss a kiss. Mwah. I look after you, don't I? Eh? I'll always look after you, Mia. Don't answer it.
I haven't called her all week.
She sucks you dry, Mia. Let her drown in her own shit.
The new meds make her feel funny. Zdravo, mamo.
She's funny already, though, isn't she?
Da. Da. Dobro. You have to eat something.
What are you, his fucking mother?
Fuck off, Jake.
I've been thinking. Happy birthday, little brother. Here you go. It's your size. Try it on.
Did you get it?
I didn't know it. Jake, you didn't tell me.
What, he got it?
I didn't know.
I went into your room, I checked your size. You know all that shabby shit you wear? There you go, now you can try something that doesn't make you look like a dickhead. You've got to take the other shirt off, you can't see it like that, you twat. Come here. See, it looks nice.
Well, I can't wear it to school, can I?
Take it off, wear it later. I don't know. Try and get yourself a boyfriend or something.
Fuck off.
Hey, what are you doing later? I'll take you out for a drink. What? You only want to be seen with your chavvy mates?
No, okay, I'll come.
Good. 16. All right. You know, you can sign off your own place now, get a flat yourself.
Jesus.
What? They've got to house you, haven't they, if you're homeless?
Shut up, Jake.
I'm not homeless, though. Unless you are. This place is in Dad's name, remember?
And I pay the rent, remember?
Oh, yeah, what a big man you are. Your fucking shitty job selling TVs.
You little cunt.
Jake.
And don't you fucking come back.
Finn, I didn't know it was your birthday.
You know, Jake's right. Just who the fuck do you think you are? Why are you apologising for not knowing my birthday? You're nothing to me. Nothing!
For fuck's sake, Finlay, just go before he sees.
Right on the crotch. You're not doing it properly. Ah! Oh, fuck you. Don't land on me. Jesus. His name was Lees. Her surname was Lees. Oh, mate, that was ridiculous. That's mine. That's mine. Come on, get off it. That's mine. You can't. Fucking hell, nice one. Souvenir. Souvenir. Fucking hell. Fucking terrible. Ow! Oh, bastard. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
You got to put them there, mate. Fuck
what?
off.
How am I doing it?
Fucking there.
I was putting them. I was putting them there. You put them there.
Oh. Hold on.
Bastard.
No,
Right, go on then.
Otherwise we're going home.
All right, how do we do it? Go on.
Hold them fucking still. Don't.
You can't do that. That's cheating. Ow! I'll just let you hit me. Ow!
Go on.
Fucking hell, man. Go on then. Oh, fucking. Stop slapping me!
Oh! Ooh! Right, Finn. Fucking hell, bruv.
You, look,
Put your hands there, you pussy up.
This isn't even how you play it, mate.
What?
You can't do it with two. You go like that. You're not supposed to go like that. Do it proper. Oh! Oh, fuck off. Oh, shit.
It's a big fuck off elephant in the room. She's bang tidy. Your brother's a cunt. How'd you live with it?
I don't fancy her.
Yeah.
Well, she's with him, isn't she? She's a fucking idiot.
You could always, you know, be the shoulder to lean on. Next time he's a cunt to her. Welcome her with open arms. And then, you know, slip it in.
I'm not interested, mate.
Yeah? Your brother would cave your fucking head in as well.
What the fuck?
What's inspiration, Tyndall? Inspiration is an abstract noun. A noun that expresses something that you can't hold in your hands. Do you understand, Tyndall? No, wait, let's backtrack.
I'm not even sure you know what a noun is. Do you, Tyndall? Do you know what a noun is? Cat. Dog. Hammer. Nail. Nail gun. Object. Do you understand, Tyndall? Now, an abstract noun has no physical existence, can only be thought or felt. Like love, hatred, happiness, sadness, freedom, courage, hope, despair, justice, fear. Do you understand, Tyndall? Excellent. Now, what does inspiration mean? "10 seconds, Tyndall, until I nail your right hand to the desk." Inspiration. I-N-S-P-I-R-A-T-I-O-N. Inspiration. 10 seconds until, as I say, I nail your right hand to the desk. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, Tyndall. Well done. Now, I'm going to remove the tape from your mouth, okay? If you shout out or scream, I shall hit you in the head again with this iron, adjective, hammer, noun. Is that clear? Excellent. I'm so glad. Read the definition.
The process of being mentally
stimulated
to do or feel something, especially to do something creative, i.e. flashes of inspiration.
Good, good. Now, look up motivation. M-O-T-I-V-A-T-I-O-N. 10 seconds, Tim. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good, Tyndall. You're doing so well. Proceed. Read the definition.
Motivation. The process that
initiates,
guides and maintains goal-oriented behaviours.
Precisely. Initiating, guiding and maintaining goal-oriented behaviours. Look up idealism. I-D-E-A-L-I-S-M. You got the gist. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Impressive! Fast, Tyndall. Motivation, see? Read it out.
The belief that your ideals can be achieved often, even when this does not seem likely to others.
Wonderful. Your ideals being your aspirations towards something innocent, something pure. Your idealism being the belief that these can be achieved, even if this does not seem likely to others. Exactly how I must have appeared to my older colleagues when I first started teaching 20 years ago. What a wonderfully empathic description of the word. Empathic, adjective, descriptive word of empathy. Abstract noun. Look up empathy, Tyndall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. Read it out.
The power of understanding and
imaginatively
entering into another person's feelings.
In other words, putting yourself in someone else's shoes. Ta-da. So, a classroom of empathic, adjective, descriptive word, children would have some ability to put themselves in their teacher's shoes. To imagine how it must feel for him or her to face a bunch of sneering, hostile, and apparently soulless adolescents day after day for 20 years. To attempt to spark some flicker of inspiration through some of the greatest writers ever known, and to witness the relentless tide of the worst in human behaviours, ranging from indifference to animalistic aggression to physical abuse. I was an idealist once. I believed inspiration was the key to learning. I had empathy for my students, for the shortcomings of their upbringings, for the miserable blankness of their emotionally, intellectually and materially deprived circumstances. 20 years ago, you see, I thought if they encountered humanity, they'd respond with humanity. Do you know what Charles Lamb said? He said, let us live for the beauty of our own reality. Do you know what he said to Wordsworth? He said, have I not enough without your mountains? He was talking about the beauty he found in the ordinary, in the streets of London, in the urban deprivation that surrounded him. The same urban deprivation that inspired William Blake to write songs of innocence and experience. I thought if I could just tap into this imagination, these children could enter their surroundings imaginatively and see the beauty and the horror of the mundane, of the ordinary, within the very four corners of their own existence. And the same imagination would lead them beyond it, into the world. Do you know what I think now? I think stupidity's in the genes.
Mr. Gale. It's just that Joel looks quite bad.
Do you know what, Tyndall? I don't think you quite understand the point of this class. Hey! Hey! Is life. The sharper it is, the more evidence of life. Charles Lamb. It's better than I imagined. Now do you understand the point of this class? Do you understand the point of this class? Good. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, the forefather of modern child-centred education and the Romantics, or should I say, subjective individualism. Subjective individualism, a departure from the Enlightenment, the age of the Enlightenment. The Enlightenment was a movement away from religion and superstition, hailed as the triumph of reason, marked by increasing empiricism and a belief that everything in the universe was knowable through empirical observation. Observation through our 5 physical senses: hearing, sight, taste, touch, smell, combined with mental reasoning skills. In other words, scientific experiment. It was meant to be, as I say, a liberation from the religious dogma and superstition of the Middle Ages, but it became, in turn, restrictive and reductive. Reductive. R-E-D-U-C-T-I-V-E. 10 seconds. Now you practice, even with the immobility of your right hand. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tending to present a subject or problem in a simplified form.
Yes, it was a movement that had no space in it for perception, for the vast complexities of the human mind. It dealt only in universal truths, empirically observed. All the same, to all men. Your definition of a horse, Thomas Gradgrind asked Bitzer. 40 teeth, namely 24 grinders, 4 eye teeth, 12 incisive. Sheds its coat in the spring, in marshy countries sheds its hooves too. Hooves hard but requiring to be shod with iron. Age known by marks in mouth. Is it it? Is that all the horses? I might as well say you and Whiteley here are bipeds with opposable thumbs, made of blood, bone and gristle, with slightly more complex set of synapses than the average animal. Nothing else. Perhaps you are. Perhaps you fucking are. So Rousseau's interest was in human perception. Human imagination became God. He believed man was innocent, naturally good. He said, man is born free, but everywhere is in chains. He wrote the first treatise on child-centred education. Yet, curiously enough, delivered all his children into orphanages. That, dear Tiddle, is irony. But we'll come back to that. Man is born free, but everywhere is in chains. But what imprisons us? Self-interest, greed, society? What is society? We fall from grace. But how? Why? The biblical metaphor, Adam and Eve, made into an epic celebration of man's fall in Milton's Paradise Lost, explains it as an inevitable flaw in God's plan for us to have free will in there. Inside, evil, waiting. Do you know what Blake said about Milton? He said, the reason Milton wrote in fetters when he wrote of God and heaven, and at liberty when he wrote about hell and devils, was because he was a true poet, and of the devil's party without knowing it. Fetters, cuffs, bound. The imagination bound. Bound by a religion that demands the repression of creative thought and passion. In Jane Eyre, Charlotte Bronte sublimates. Sublimate. S-U-B-L-I-M-A-T-E. Sublimate. 10 seconds, Tyndall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Divert the energy of an unexpected feeling or impulse, especially a sexual one, into activities that are considered to be socially more acceptable.
Exactly. Bronte sublimates Jane Eyre's adult rage and passion into the mad and dangerous psychological double, Bertha Mason, the mad woman in the attic. Milton's description of the devil becomes more and more glamorous, more and more exciting, you see. You see, the devil steals the show, completely at odds with Milton's original intention, whereas Bertha Mason is deprived of human voice, just animalistic grunts and groans, perhaps revealing Bronte's own discomfort with her own sexual passion and rage, as she's unable to fully escape the expectations of her cultural surroundings, you see? So uncontrollable feelings are so often repressed by society because they're dangerous, because they threaten to uproot the deep foundations of a society built to contain us as passive, docile beings. That, dear Tyndall, is real evil. The desire of some human beings to suppress the rest. But where does it come from? Is it evil? Huh? Take away God. Take away the devil from our creation. And what is left? What makes us good? What makes us bad? For Rousseau, it was when the first man duped others into believing that he owned a piece of land. Land ownership. Isn't that ridiculous? Who's to say I own this or you own that? Nonsensical laws woven over centuries to seduce us into believing we own something over another man. Feudalism. Feudalism, look it up, Tyndall. No, wait. I shall spare you the effort. Feudalism. The dominant social system in medieval Europe in which the nobility, thank you, held land from the crown in exchange for military service. Every bit of the country divided up and given to those who helped the king rise to the top. Thank you. By William Blake's time, when he wrote London, every bit of the chartered streets was carved up and owned by somebody. Even the fucking river, the chartered Thames, was owned by somebody.
I wandered through each chartered street, near where the chartered Thames does flow, a mark in every face I meet, marks of weakness, marks of woe. In every cry of every man, in every infant's cry of fear, in every voice and every ban, the mind-forged manacles I hear. William Blake, Songs of Innocence and Experience.
Manacles. Shackles. Handcuffs. Mind-forged. made in there. But for the Romantics and Dickens, like for Rousseau, we are born innocent, naturally good. It is society and the complex chains of governance born out of greed that lead to oppression and injustice that corrupt us. But what is society? Except just many individuals. Can't all be born innocent, pure and good. Where does greed and the desire to harm others come from? Thomas Hobbes' Leviathan, written during the English Civil War between 1642 and 1651. Before Milton wrote Paradise Lost, like Milton, he believes in the natural state of evil, in the biblical instruction of inherent original sin. But he goes further, weaving original sin into a comprehensive social strategy. He states, the life of man in its state of nature is
solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short.
He states that people need an absolute ruler to control them. Without one, there can be no peace. And hereby is it manifest that during that time that man shall live without a common power to keep them all in awe, he shall live in that condition known as war, and such a war as is of every man against every man. Perfect analogy for my classroom. Perfect comparison. Still following, Dindle?
Near the door.
What?
The door. Is it her? She's not here.
Sasha knows this great place, this restaurant. It just opened up in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of this place. Well, we say Vukojebine, where the wolves fuck. What would you say?
What?
Well, this area, this shithole. How would you describe it?
I told you, she's not here.
Food is amazing. Where is she? Mia?
What are you doing?
You can come if you want. I can always pretend you're not there. I'll put Sasha in the middle of us. But you two will have so much to talk about. Mia? Gde si, dušo? Mia?
Fuck off.
I just want to see my daughter.
Why, so you can fuck her up again?
I'm doing really well. It's not that it's any of your business. I just want to talk to her. I know she's here. Mia? Mia? Dušo, molim te, veruj mi. Molim te, daj mi šansu. Samo želim da ti kažem nešto.
You fuck off or I'll call the police, all right?
Ne, nemoj. Sve je u redu. Sve pod kontrolom. Sve je u redu.
Yeah, I'd stay where you are, mate. You see, we do things by the law in this country. You can't intimidate me. You see, or I'll get you locked up, you fucking cunt.
Dobila sam stan. Imaš svoju sobu. Našla sam posao. Mija, molim te, veruj mi. Neću da te razočaram. Neću. Mija, neću da te razočaram. Mija, samo želim da te vidim. Nije on za tebe. He's not good for you.
What, and you are? Okay. Who's the one who got her taken away from her by social services, you fucking mad bitch?
I see you. I see what you are.
Yeah? And everyone can see what you are. Everyone in the whole fucking neighbourhood, all right? And I'm not going to let you drag her down with you.
Nije on za tebe. Nije!
Off you go. Go on. Or I'll dial 999 and get you done for harassment.
I'll come back another time.
Good. All right.
Drink. So, to Lord of the Flies. Not a very complex novel. A favourite on the GCSE syllabus for many years as a result. Simple allegory, like Animal fucking Farm. What's an allegory, Tyndall? A-L-L-E-G-O-R-Y. Easy. At A. 10 seconds, Tyndall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4... Excellent, Tyndall. 4 marks for effort. Read on.
A story, poem, or picture that reveals a hidden meaning. Typically a moral or political one.
Yes, Animal Farm is an allegory of totalitarianism, specifically Stalinism. Look up totalitarianism, Tyndall. 7 seconds. There's a challenge. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know how you spell it!
What have I done? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My instinct is to pity you, to give you another chance. But you know what that leads to. You not learning this lesson. Fuck it. Totalitarianism. Totalitarianism. A government in which one leader exercises total or centralised control. So, in many ways, Thomas Hobbes is the forefather of totalitarianism. Do you see, Tim? The interesting thing about Animal Farm is at the end of the novel, the animals can't tell the difference between their original human oppressors, the aristocracy, and their new pig oppressors, Stalin. Whereas the film, allegedly funded by the CIA, ends with the animals simply overthrowing the evil commie pigs. A fact not often stated. But I digress. To digress. Verb, something you're doing. For example, a hammer, noun. To hammer, verb. A nail gun, noun. What is the verb? Is it to nail gun? Possibly. Once again, I digress. To veer away from the subject at hand. At hand! to Lord of the Flies. You now know it's an allegorical novel. Allegorical adjective, descriptive word of allegory. You know what an allegory is, right, Tyndall? Lord of the Flies is an allegory of human society. It asks the question, free from religious indoctrination, what are we human beings? Are we born naturally good? Are we born blank, like a new page? Are we born with a natural predisposition towards chaos, greed and conflict? Is evil something learned, or is it something achieved, or is it a result of hardship, injustice, suffering? It takes a group of children. Yes, children, Tyndall. Yes. And it places them in isolation on a desert island, free from civilization and of authority. But like, you and your friends, Tyndall. Can you guess what happens? Guess what happens, Tyndall? Oh, fucking hell breaks loose!
Finn?
Good morning, Whiteley. Sorry to trouble you with something as trifling as education. Are you going to join us? Whiteley, oh Whiteley. Who's a sleepyhead who comes? Archetype, Archetype, 10 seconds, Tyndall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A very typical example of a certain personal thing, recurrent as a symbol in literature, art, or
mythology, quite. The main characters in Lord of the Flies are archetypal characters.
Joel! Joel!
Remember this, you two, because you're going to be tested on it later. Archetypal, adjective, descriptive word of archetype. And here they are. Piggy. Ruff. Roger. Simon. Jack. These characters are meant to symbolise the most significant different qualities in humankind and the main different values entrenched in our society. Are you quite sure?
What are you doing?
It's Finn. He hasn't come home. He isn't answering his phone.
For fuck's sake.
He's your brother, Jake. You really don't care about him at all.
Why do you care so much, Mia? I think that's more the question, isn't it?
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. What is it supposed to mean? I've got to be up at 7 a.m. and work tomorrow. I just told that mad bitch to fuck off.
Don't call her that.
And you're lying here with me thinking about my fucking brother.
He's still a kid, Jake. And Jesus Christ, you're working one Saturday in 4 and everybody has to know about it.
Yeah? You don't like it, go fuck someone else.
Yeah. Whatever, Jake.
You don't come running back if you go out that door. Oh, fuck. Well, that's my coat.
By the way, someone has scratched your car.
What? What the? Mia, come back. Mate, I'm sorry, all right?
Hey,
Mia, hi.
have you seen Finn?
No, I was at my dad's. What's up?
When did you see him last?
A few hours ago. He was with Joel.
Have you got Joel's number?
Yeah? Why? What's going on?
Nothing. He just didn't come home. Just want to check he's okay.
What are you? His fucking mother?
Just call him, will you?
It went to voicemail, innit?
Vince did as well. Shit, where would they go?
Fuck knows. Wish they told me. This place is dead as a fucking underworld, isn't it?
Something feels wrong. Something feels bad.
Right, well, I'm going home. You're welcome to join me.
You don't give a shit, do you?
The question is, what do you? You know where I am if you need me.
What the fuck is going on?
I know you, don't I? Last year or 2 years ago. You came for the last few years of school from somewhere, didn't you? Look at you now. You've come a long way since you let your education slip off your skin. As easily as you allowed your makeup to slip onto other boys' shirts, I'm sure. Let's see if you can learn something now.
Now, where was I? Oh, it's Jack. Jack represents human beings without the enforceable laws of civilization. Lawlessness, savagery, and a thirst to control others. Jack represents Leviathan, Hobbes's natural state of man. But Roger, now remember this, Roger's often overlooked. Roger is the group's natural sadist. He is the one, free from the controls of normal society, best able to fulfill his potential as bully, torturer, killer.
I say you were a Roger, Whiteley, if the tables were turned.
And here we come to the most important abstract noun in literature, perhaps in life. Irony. Read it.
Read it. I found the place in the dictionary for you.
Now fucking read it, Whiteley! 10, 9, 8, 7... Irony. An expression or situation marked by deliberate contrast between apparent and intended meaning. Meek with thumbs.
If you scream, I kill you, is that clear?
The fact that I appear to be torturing you, and yet I accuse Whiteley of being a sadist, could be construed as irony. Let me tell you something. I'm not a natural sadist. Oh, I could spot the sadists. The special look they had. The void. Blank. Empty. I've got over £50,000 worth of first editions at home. I'll give them all of them, just to see one child with an open mind and an open heart be inspired. The irony in Lord of the Flies stems from the fact that the boys escape the terrible and seemingly righteous war that the adults
are waging and find themselves in a beautiful place. But their basic natures end up taking over, and they end up at war. Do you know what William Golding's profession was, Tyndall? Can you guess? He was a school teacher. Right. It's time for a test. I'm afraid this is mostly for you, Tyndall, as Whiteley here is incapacitated and, I know it, foreign name, Vukovic. Vukovic here has missed a chunk of the class through no fault of her own. You ready? Good. What's a noun?
Object.
Excellent. What's an abstract noun? 10, 9, 8, 7.
Feeling something.
Not quite. 5, 4.
Feelings, ideas, concepts.
Roughly. Yes, roughly. Next, define an ideal. Third nail, Tyndall. Now remember, 10, 9, 8.
Something perfect.
No, not really.
Something seems perfect. Something to look up to.
Will do. What's idealism?
Believing you can get the perfect thing, even when others don't think you can.
Empathy?
Putting yourself in someone else's shoes.
I'd agree.
A story. A story with a hidden meaning.
Totalitarianism. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't fucking know! I don't know!
Sick. The invisible worm that flies in the night through the howling storm has found out thy bed of crimson joy and his dark secret love. Is thy life destroyed?
Totalitarianism. 10 seconds, Tyndall, before I put this nail in her head. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
One person having total control, ruling everyone. Dictator.
Archetype.
Symbolic of a type. A kind of person or thing.
What did Thomas Hobbes say about the life of a man?
Nasty, brutish and short.
Who wrote the first treatise on child-centred education?
Jean-Jacques Rousseau.
In every cry of every man, in every infant's cry of fear, in every voice, in every band.
The mind-forged manacles I hear. William Blake, London. Songs of innocence and experience. Circa 1794.
The Chartered Streets and the Chartered Thames refer to what? What does it mean?
Everything was divided up, owned by the rich.
Who wrote Hard Times?
Dickens.
Leviathan.
Hobbes, Thomas Hobbes.
Who wrote to Wordsworth, Have I not enough without your mountains?
Charles Lamb.
Who wrote Paradise Lost?
Milton.
What did William Blake say about Milton?
He was a poet of the devil's side, but didn't know it.
Tyndall, you're a fucking genius. Milton sublimates his own rage and passion without realising it in his depiction of the devil. Who does Charlotte Bronte sublimate Jane Eyre's passion into?
Wordsworth.
You obviously didn't understand the question. Jane Eyre learns to repress her feelings at an early age, but Charlotte Bronte finds an outlet for the expression of female rage and passion. Where?
I don't know. Please stop.
You know it. You know it. 10, 9, 8.
I can't think.
7, 6, 5, 4. What did you say? What did you say?
Berta fucking Mason!
She said Bertha Mason. Mia! Fuck, Mia! She must have learnt it in class. She must have picked it up. She used to look at me like I was a piece of shit on her trainers. But she listened. She must have listened. What are you going to do, Tyndall? Shut the fuck up! You're bright, you see. I always knew it. Shut the fuck up! Let me get the keys. No fucking way. Then we're stuck here.
Someone will come.
She's bleeding badly. Let me get the keys.
Why the fuck would you get me the keys?
I'll give you my word. Look what you've done here today. How accurate your recall was. No one's ever seen it before, have they? Your intelligence. Why didn't you show it before, Finley? Just once. Just a spark of what you've shown here today in the classroom. All this could have been avoided. You're not a killer, Finley.
Just one thing. I'm left-handed. Meet with opposable phones, remember? You told me that! Now you're just me!
Fucking content bastard!
Get me the keys, unlock me, and I'll give you your thumbs back. Get to a hospital in time, and they might just be able to stitch them back on. It's a miracle what they can do nowadays. The nerves die the longer you leave it. Mia! Wake the fuck up, Mia!
Only the educated are free.
When darkness comes, he kneels beside you, bares his teeth as he smiles, puts his hand in yours. It's easy to fall when the silence around you splits its sides and lets your demons out. How do I persuade you that things might change? How do I convince you that your fears don't have to win? Because the sun will rise.
Maya, where's the blanket? I'm cold. What the fuck?
Get out.
What?
Get the fuck out!
Darkness comes, he kneels beside you, bears his teeth as he smiles, takes your hand in his.
I certainly have. Thank you very much. There's only 20 of these pieces left, and I think you should snap them up. I mean, look how the necklaces really complement the earrings. Look great on maybe you want to charm, maybe make it up to. Maybe you've done wrong and you want to make it up to her.
I hope you're not talking about yourself, Chris.
Oh, certainly not. Certainly not. I'll be picking up one of these for my wife anyway.
You're not the kind of man that forgets an anniversary, are you now, Chris?
Certainly not, but if you are, get your credit cards out and get on the phone now to pick up one of these one-time special only pieces.
Here's the number up on the screen, guys.
I thought you were going to sell that one.
I want to keep it.
Do you want anything?
Yes.
So, what's it all about then?
Happiness escaping again, like a picture burning in the wind. Happiness escaping again, like a picture torn, turning in the wind. We ran around the desert. We walked for miles and wrote the song. We stepped into a castle. Some man dressed in white, take your time. No one ever found you. Blow your mind, leave it all behind you. Happiness escaping again, like a picture burning in the wind. Happiness escaping again, like a picture torn, turning in the wind. Happiness escaping again, like a picture burning in the wind. Happiness escaping again, like a picture torn, turning in the wind. Happiness escaping again, like a picture burning in the wind. Happiness escaping again, like a picture torn, turning